What you're looking at now is where I'm about to dig a Hugelkultur garden, which means I'm going to dig down several feet, line it with logs, little pieces of limbs, and then branches, and then leaves, and then cover it all up again, and cover that in compost, and that will be a new bed. And the gist of it is that it will break down and feed the soil for years to come, up to 10 years. Okay, I promised hubby I wouldn't do too much at one time, so I'm going to take a little breather here, and I'll be back. Okay, time for another mini break. Have a sip of iced tea. I'll be back. I can smell sassafras from the sassafras roots that grow under here. Smells like root beer. Sassafras. Okay, another break. Well, that's all of the larger pieces of wood I have. I straightened them out, and now I have to add sticks, and these are the sticks I'll be putting in on top. Some bigger ones there and more twiggy ones here. So that's what's next. Okay, all the sticks and twigs are in. The next layer will be leaves, and we'll be back for that. Well, it's day 2 of making the Hugelkultur bed, and I'm about to cover it up with the earth. That's the next step, and then the step after that will be to cover the earth with compost, and the step after that will be to cover the compost with wood chips. And I don't have all the materials I need to finish it today, but we're going to cover it with earth starting right now. Throwing down into a hole is a little easier than digging it fresh and throwing it out of the hole. Of course, with all the leaves and sticks and everything under here, the dirt will filter down, especially as the leaves break down. So even though this will be piled up into a hill or a mound, which is what Hugelkultur means, eventually it'll fall, though it won't be as high as when I first make it. But we should have quite a good mound here. Probably look like a grave. Okay, that time I counted, and that was 30 shovels full. So, I think that's my limit at one stretch. Whew. Such a beautiful day here today. I love early morning out in the garden. It's looking better already. The last update I made, things were kind of bleak because there was very little green and the gardens weren't producing much yet. And being only May 4th, they still aren't doing a lot of things, but a lot of the cool weather crops are doing well. Lettuces and radishes and cabbage and beets, peas, they're all coming up nicely and filling in. And the fruit trees, as you can see, if I scanned around a little, they're greening out, and some have had their buds and gone, like the cherries and the Asian pear. So I'm actually seeing the promise of fruit forming now on those. Whew. And the raspberry bushes are in full greenery. So things are filling in and looking nice. I'll probably be planting tomatoes and peppers in this Hugelkultur bed. So I'm going to need to set up some kind of trellises for, well, probably just tomatoes. I have tons and tons of tomato and green pepper starts, much more than can fill this bed. So I'm going to be sticking them here, there, and everywhere. And the last 2 years I sold my extras and made a little extra money to cover some seed cost, and that was helpful. Ooh. Okay, back to work. Whew, it's 30. Uh, not too much left now. I do believe I'm burning calories. Whew. And using muscles, leg and back and arm muscles. Probably even neck muscles because my neck gets sore. Whew. Okay, gotta get this a little bit done. Can't be more than 100 shovelfuls left, I would guess. The last time I made a Hugelkultur bed video, for the first Hugelkultur bed I made, I posted it on Breaking Urban Ground, and the site's admin, Joe, told me I was his Hugelkultur hero because I was doing this out here at my age. So Joe, am I still your hero? Oh. Yeah, I feel good about this. sing. Okay, I think that's enough on video. I'll finish up the rest of that loose dirt down there, get it on the pile, make it my Hugelkultur mound, and we'll be back with the rest when I finish up. Maybe get some compost to put on top, and then of course cover it with wood chips. Thanks for watching, joining me for my workout where you can watch my garden grow and hopefully me shrink. See you next time. Hello, it's a few days later and I finished up the Hugelkultur bed, so let's take a look. Here we are. I have covered it with mulch and then covered it, well, I covered it with mulch and then I planted my tomato plants and then I covered it with wood chips. So now I'm going to continue feeding it with organic fertilizer as the chips above and the wood below break down. And then after their initial breakdown, they should feed it for years to come and hold water under the soil and under the chips, so I don't have to worry so much about watering the garden. So we'll check back and I'll give you updates as to how the tomatoes are doing in the Hugelkultur bed as the season goes on. Thanks for watching.